Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Asian Gunslinger here. We're here to show you some posts on Pokebeach, right? We got some Pokemon news going on. So, we do have 4 posts that we'll be taking a look at on this video. So, stay tuned for those right now. So, well, maybe 5. We'll see. But the biggest thing is we're going to be talking about a lot of the releases coming up for Searching Sparks, and also one or two other things that might be interesting in the near or far future, including where the format might be going and what might be happening long term. So, the first thing we're going to start from most currently released to older stuff. So, we do have ourselves some artwork, some Illustrator artwork for Latios and Latias EX. So I like it. I like how they went more with. The only other way I think it could have been better if they went a little bit more to how they did the tag team, and they did a little more. What I think it was like Pokemon Forever. Check me if in the comments. I think it's Pokemon Forever with Latios and Latias in it. But fact check me, put it in the comments, tell me I'm wrong. But we have this nice little background. I like it how it's collective. It's a combo card. Side by side pictures are always interesting to me. So we do have ourselves a new Meowstic. So Meowstic and Esper, along with a new trainer, right? So we have Esper. Okay, typical thing, basic Pokemon, 60 HP. See through, your opponent reveals their hand, right? Not bad. We have Psyshock for one psychic, one colorless for 20 damage. Not great, but we do have Meowstic here with an ability, Tempting Tail. You must discard a relaxing teaser from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during turn, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active. So it's kind of taking the effect of Boss, right? So the question is, with having Counter Catcher in play and all this other stuff and adding Meowstic, where do we see a Boss fitting into the format? Do we think Boss came around in, I think it was in both, fact check me on this too, I think it was in both Scarlet and Violet base set and Paldea Evolved. I don't think we've gotten a new boss since then. Or at least not a new regulation boss in the prior sets. So we might we might end up in the next 2-3 years attempting away from boss plays. So, but we'll have to see that with how things are going in the format then. So we also now have to go down to relaxing teaser for the Tempting Tail ability. So you can put an energy card to one of your opponent's Pokemon into their hand, but you can only use card if you go second and only on your first turn. So that's going up there with Battle of the Up Pass and buttons and stuff like that. That's not really a great card. The effect's pretty good. I like the effect, but the limitation of you have to use it on your first turn going second is pretty bad. So I don't foresee this being allowed to play unless, like I said, really far in the future in rotation where boss is no longer an option. So, but we'll see. Keep moving down. We have Amulet of Hope was one of the new A-specs that have just been released. So, if the Pokemon's card is attached to is knocked out, by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, you may search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Okay, got it. Really good if they knock you out from damage. So maybe if you're playing like a Raging Bolt or something that they just don't have a Lost Vacuum to get rid of it, because that's currently the only card I can think of that counters tools, right? Lost Vacuum. So maybe you're lucky enough that Charizard or whatever can't get it can't get Lost Vacuum that turn, or Guardy or something, whatever you're playing against. So you get 3 cards, any cards from your deck. And the thing is with this one you can actually get back with Roseanne's backup, because Roseanne's backup allows you to get a tool back and put it into your deck. So you can actually recycle Amulet of Hope multiple times in a match. So I think it would be fairly played. It's not going to be a regular. I think some of the best ace specs are already out in play. But stay tuned so we can take a big look at all the ace specs when we do our Searching Sparks set video. So we do have ourselves a Pokemon that I really want to see and have some fun with. We have Palisand EX with a new Sandy-Gas in format. Sandy-Gas, meh. 3 colorless for 50 damage. Not going to do it. But then we have Palisand EX with Sand Tomb, 3 colorless. Do 160. Defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Sounds awesome. Okay, not a huge amount of damage, but 160 is enough to KO Squawkabilly. You don't have enough damage output initially to even take a knockout on Rotom V or anything above that, right? Depending on the ace spec that you use. So the biggest thing here is, though, the second ability for 1 water, 1 psychic, and 1 fighting energy. Barty Jail. Bright Jail. If fact check me on how to pronounce that. Put damage counters on each of your opponent's bench Pokemon until it remaining HP is 100. Okay, so you think in the next couple formats, right? You have, or next, so just think about rotation coming in February, March, right? So you have a lot of these 2 prize decks. You still are going to have Raging Bolt, so that will be an interesting matchup for this deck. But if you can put them down to 100 HP, I mean, you have that plus some basics that are hitting for 100 damage. Like, you can go pretty wild, I think, with this deck. You just have to be very careful about your attacking options. The only downside, once again, is how are we dealing with this 100 HP and these strong basic Pokemon and the energy attachment to it? What are we doing to get a water, psychic, and fighting? So a couple of options came into my head when I saw it. I mean, of course, you have Lost Box, which is probably going to be the initial thought of, hey, let's try to run it in Lost Box. Second thought process would be you can use Xatu, you can use Metagross. Actually, no, because there's no metal. You can use, Xatu might be the second option for the water, or sorry, for the psychic attachment. But I mean, there's a lot of things with energy acceleration at this point with Crispin as well. So throw a Crispin in either of those 2 decks, and you're pretty good on setup. So we got to see where it goes. Like I said, for me, I'm gonna be printing out some proxies and testing that out with Lost Box. So stay tuned for that. At some point, maybe I'll record a video at locals where I'm testing some decks out. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to get into today. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully you all come back and check out the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Every like on the video lets me know that I need to keep doing it, and make sure you add in the comments what you think I can do better. I would appreciate anything to help my channel grow. Appreciate y'all.